Hey, everybody. I'd like to take just a minute and tell you about something I've been working on, something that really I'm getting kind of excited about, to be honest with you. As I've been writing and getting out to meet with people and talking about books, and whether it's individuals or clubs or libraries, whatever the presentations, I've really been kind of taken by the number of times after I do something like that, someone comes up to me and says something like, I've always wanted to write, or I've been writing and I've been working on this story for years, or I've got ideas, but I've started and I've restarted. There's lots of things they say, but it all kind of comes down to, well, where it goes is they say something like, and you wrote your first novel at 65, so I guess there's still hope. Any advice you've got? When I hear that, I remember that. I remember trying to write. I could write things for work, but when I tried to sit down and write my stuff, it was a struggle. So when I hear that, I pay attention to it, and I really try a lot. When there's time to do it at one of those events, someone will come up and I'll say, yeah, let's go get a cup of coffee and talk a little bit, and we'll try to have a brief conversation. So I at least can let them know I heard them and try to understand what's going on, what they're struggling with. A lot of times I've been able to go back to that group or that place and do a presentation talking about whatever the issues are, writing or publishing or storytelling or creativity. I've done workshops on those. I've written a lot of blog posts on those, doing things to try and respond to those comments and questions. Unfortunately, what I've found later when I've somehow gotten back and run into those same people again, and they say, what you writing? How's it going? Oh, well, nothing's changed. We have these one-time things. I've gone to the courses, I've done the webinars, the workshops, all those things, and I sit there and I hear it and I go, yes, that's what I can do it. And then I get back to the desk and I'm in front of it doesn't work for me, and I'm finding it doesn't work for a lot of others, the one-time thing. Writing creativity is a journey, and these one-shot things just sometimes don't seem to work. I'm going to try something different beginning in February. It's not a course. It's not a workshop. It's not a formal presentation. It's not a package. It's not a 10 steps to. It's not a new system. It's not a book. It's not a thing to try and tie it all together and deliver it. Say, here you go. Here's your solution. What I want to try to do, some might call it coaching. I don't really like that because that sounds like, I know all the plays and you just need to learn them. That's not how it works. This is a journey. What I'm going to try to do, and it's not a fancy or sophisticated production. I'm looking at it as more of a personal conversation, an ongoing conversation like we'd have at the table at the coffee shop or sitting at your kitchen table. It's a two-way give and take conversation. I didn't come with a script or an outline. It's that kind of, so what's going on? And that thing. Here's what I'm thinking. Here's what it's going to include. First, there is a collection of online resources, lots of things, and they're not structured. They're not sequenced that, go through these steps with the syllabus or whatever. It's a collection of things that I've been using and that I'm putting together, some things to read, some things to look at, lots of activities, things to do. Part of what needs to happen here is to retrain our thinking, and that takes doing things, and there's going to be a lot of those included here. And these are there for you to go through however you want to, depending on what you're dealing with and what you're struggling with or questioning or wanting to learn. There's resources there to do that. So those will be there. There will be a monthly live online webinar type conversation. Again, it's not something this month we're going to do this, next month we're going to do that. We'll be talking about whatever the issues are that we are talking about, because in addition to the live webinar and the resources, we will have regular individual telephone calls each month, face to face. If we're nearby, we can do face to face at the coffee house. I'll take an iced mocha. Otherwise, we'll do it on the phone or Skype or whatever. But we'll have that one-on-one live conversation. So we really can talk about what it is you're wanting or needing to talk about. It's your guidance there. We'll talk about what you're writing. We'll talk about whatever it is that will help get you down there. So we're going to have the online resources collection of that. We'll have the monthly live online webinars, which we'll also record and put into that online collection. We'll have the individual live conversations each month, one-on-one conversations to talk about whatever it is you want to talk about. There will be unlimited email access. Now, realistically, I will do my best to get back with you within 24 hours, but anytime between phone calls, between sessions, something that you're, hey, this, whatever, I'm there, and I will be happy to respond. The other thing will be some additional type things that I really don't know what they're going to be yet, other than one of them, because these will be things we'll come up with as we go, as I discover things. One of them you may or may not be all that familiar with it, but we'll be doing some activities for those who want to in the online virtual environment of Second Life. Now, I don't know how familiar you are with that or what you know or think about Second Life, but I will tell you this. I've been involved in that environment, 10 or 12 years, and I got to tell you, it is one of the coolest environments for playing with creativity and storytelling, and we'll be putting that to use for those who want to do that. This will begin in February. Now, I want to be clear. This is not counseling. I'm not a counselor. This is not professional editing of what you're writing. That's not it. This is conversation. This is an extra set of eyes, an extra set of ears, an extra voice to do more than try to give you a one-shot, here's your solution. The solution is, let's take this step, and then we'll take that step. I'll be kicking this off in February. We're getting some last-minute things put together. The website's just about ready. I'll give you more information about that here shortly if you're interested in knowing more. If you are a writer looking for an extra set of eyes and ears or an extra voice, if you're wanting to write and have started and stopped and started and stopped, I invite you to take a closer look at this whole thing beginning in February. Thanks for watching.